in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Cleveland Browns. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb. They find some open field here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
A run for Nick Chubb. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give running right is Chubb. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Black. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. It was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They go with Chubb on second down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, Black. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On 1st and 10, Black. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Black. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there for the Patriots.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Back to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
He's not going to get me. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, Check in.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Browns drive about to get started. Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They toss it left side to Chubb. Shedding the tackle. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 8 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. These two teams all tied after one. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Black. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. And they hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great length.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Patriots 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
112 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give. This is Chubb. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Black. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
It got his man complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for New England.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Touchdown, Patriots! A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Chubb running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 123 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
To throw on second down. Black. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Black. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Chubb. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in. Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Looking to throw on second down. Black.
Open man here. Schwartz complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On third down, Black. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Second and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run it again with Chubb. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Black. Throwing deep for Stewart. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, he's got one of the strongest arms in the league. Some people may say the strongest, but that can also have a downside occasionally, and here he's intercepted.
Yeah, when we talk about strong arms, being able to throw it deep downfield doesn't necessarily take the strongest. It takes more of the timing type of a quarterback. And it's great to be able to take your shot, but when it hangs up there just a bit too long, you put it in jeopardy. And in this case, it was intercepted.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for New England. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
To throw on second down, Black.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, Black.
Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Cleveland. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to shoot.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Browns are right back in this football game.
We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, Black. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. The Browns on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. Greg Newsome up to make the stop. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Patriots. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. On 3rd down, Marshall. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly